Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever seen someone and thought, wait, how are they getting older but looking better every year? And meanwhile you're like, bro, I slept 8 hours and still look like I fought a war in my dreams. Yeah, don't worry, we're going to talk about that today. Because there are people walking around right now who are not doing anything magical. No secret creams, no expensive treatments, but they just look younger, calmer, more attractive, mentally stronger. And the funny part? Most of it has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with habits. And not just physical habits, I'm talking about psychological habits. The kind Carl Jung would probably look at and go, interesting. This person is not aging. They are evolving. And yes, we're bringing in Carl Jung today, but don't worry, no boring classroom energy. We're keeping it real. Now stick with me, because habit number 8. People argue about it in real life. I've seen friendships almost end over it. Habit 1. They don't react to everything like it's a Netflix drama. Let's start with something funny. You know those people who see one small problem and suddenly behave like, we are all going to die, the world is ending, my life is ruined. Relax, bro, your phone just froze. Not a natural disaster. But here's the thing. People who look younger and mentally strong, they don't react to everything. They respond. There's a difference. One is panic, the other is control. And honestly, nothing ages someone faster than stress face. You know that face. The permanent life is hard expression. Even their eyebrows are tired. Meanwhile, calm people, they just breathe and go, all right, let's handle it. And weirdly enough, that calm energy makes them look younger, because stress doesn't just live in your mind, it shows on your face. So if your face has been doing overtime recently, maybe give it a break. I once saw someone argue over taxi fare like it was a court case. Bro was saying, I will not pay. This is injustice. Meanwhile, the driver is just like, okay, sir, small money. And I'm just standing there thinking, this man is aging in real time, in front of us. That's what stress does. Habit 2. They stop trying to impress everyone. Now this one is dangerous, because it will expose a lot of us. There are people who are constantly performing. Even when nobody is watching, they sit alone and still act like someone is judging them. Imagine living like that. Even your mirror is tired, but attractive, youthful-looking people, they stop performing. They stop chasing approval. They just exist, and funny enough, that's what makes them attractive. Because nothing ages someone faster than needing everyone to like them. You start bending yourself like Wi-Fi trying to catch signal. But the moment you stop that, you relax. Your face relaxes. Your energy changes. And people start saying, there's something different about them. Yeah, it's called peace. Habit 3. They don't talk too much about their problems. Now let me be honest with you. Some people don't have problems. They have podcasts. Every conversation is, my life is hard. This happened. That happened. Let me tell you everything since 2014. Bro, we just asked how your day was. Not your autobiography. But people who stay mentally strong and attractive, they don't spill their pain everywhere. Not because they're fake, but because they understand something very important. Energy leaks when you overshare with the wrong people. Carl Jung actually hinted at this idea, how what you give attention to grows inside you. So if you're constantly feeding your pain with words, it grows. But when you contain it, process it, move through it, you become lighter, and light people look younger. Have you noticed something? The people who overshare everything are usually the ones who say, I don't trust anybody. Meanwhile, they tell strangers their whole life story in 4 minutes. Make it make sense. Let me pause here real quick. If you're watching this and thinking, this guy is exposing me a little too accurately, relax. We're all guilty of something. I've probably done all of these at some point too. That's why this is fun, not judgment. Habit 4. They don't live in their past like it's a museum. Some people are still emotionally living in 2016. Back then I was like this. Back then I had that. Back then someone hurt me. Bro, we get it. Time happened. But here's the truth. Mentally strong and attractive people don't live backwards. They visit the past. They don't rent a room there. Because the more you live in old pain, the older your energy looks. And this is where Carl Jung would step in quietly like, you are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. And honestly, nothing makes someone look younger than forward-moving energy. Habit 5. They protect their energy like it's expensive data. You know those people who argue with everyone, strangers, neighbors, pigeons. Everybody gets smoke. But calm, attractive people. They pick peace over winning arguments, even when they're right. They just go, okay, and leave. Because they understand something powerful. Not everything deserves your reaction. And funny enough, that silence, that calm, that emotional control, it makes them more attractive instantly. Some people will argue online for 6 hours, then say, I don't have time in my life. Bro, you just donated your whole afternoon to strangers. Habit 6. They take care of their body, but not obsessively. Let's be real. We all know someone who checks the mirror 47 times a day, different angles, different lighting, even negotiates with the mirror. But people who naturally look young, they don't obsess. They just respect their body. They sleep. They drink water. They move a little. Not perfect, just consistent. And that consistency shows on their face, because your body always tells the truth, even when you don't. Habit 7. They don't chase attention. This one is big. People who constantly chase attention start to look tired, because they are always on. But attractive people? They don't chase the room. The room notices. But small things, like you don't get irritated as fast. You don't feel drained by people as quickly. You stop overthinking every small thing, and slowly, people start telling you, you seem different lately. And that different is what we're really talking about here, not just looking young, but feeling lighter inside. Because let's be honest, some people don't look old because of age. They look old because of stress. You can literally see it in their energy. That constant pressure in their face. That life is too heavy expression, even when they're just sitting. And then you meet someone else, who may even be older, but they feel calm. They smile easily. They don't rush their words. They don't carry tension in their shoulders like it's a backpack. And people go, how are they like this? And that's the real secret. It was never just skincare. It was never just money. It was never just genetics. It was internal habits, mental habits, emotional habits. The invisible things nobody sees, but everybody feels. Now let me bring Carl Jung back in here for 1 second, because he would probably say something like, you are what you repeatedly do in your inner world, and I like that, because it reminds us that your face is not just aging, your thoughts are sculpting it, your reactions are shaping it, your stress is writing itself on you, so if you want to look younger, start by becoming lighter inside, not perfect, not fake positivity, just lighter, less reaction, less noise, less emotional chaos, more awareness, more space in your mind, more peace in your body. And before we end this properly, let me say this to you like a real person, not a script. You don't need to fix everything today. You don't need to become a new person overnight. Just notice yourself. That's it. Because awareness is where everything starts. And maybe today's video wasn't just about habits. Maybe it was a reminder, a small one, that you're allowed to slow down internally, even if life is loud outside. So again, which habit hit you the hardest? Drop it in the comments. I actually read them, and I want to see where your mind is at. And let's see who's really ready to start aging in reverse, mentally first, not in the body, but in the way you carry life. And I'll see you in the next one.